What would you do if a pack of African wild dogs was chasing you? Out here in the wild, a single second can mean the difference between life and death. This antelope had no idea that its peaceful day was about to turn into a nightmare. Without warning, one of Africa's most relentless predators appeared. African wild dogs, famous for their speed, teamwork, and terrifying endurance. Once they begin a chase, they rarely stop. The antelope ran with everything it had, across the dry land, through the tall grass, fighting desperately to survive. But the pack stayed close behind. Every step became harder than the last. Then suddenly, the antelope reached a river. There was nowhere else to go. If it stopped running, the pack would tear it apart within seconds. And so, with no other choice, it leaped into the water. At first, it seemed like the perfect escape. Most wild dogs are not strong swimmers, and the river created a natural barrier between the antelope and the pack. But the antelope had escaped one danger, only to enter another. Deep beneath the surface, a massive crocodile was already watching. Slowly, silently, it moved closer. Only its eyes could be seen above the water. Now the antelope was trapped. Returning to shore meant certain death from the wild dogs, but staying in the river could make it the crocodile's next meal. It was a hopeless situation. Then suddenly, something unexpected happened. A huge hippo burst from the water. The giant animal charged aggressively toward the crocodile, forcing it to retreat into the depths. For the first time since the chase began, the antelope had a small chance to survive. But the nightmare was far from over. One fearless wild dog refused to give up. Ignoring the danger completely, it jumped straight into the river. The exhausted antelope tried to swim away, but panic and fatigue were draining the last of its strength. Its movements became slower, weaker, more desperate. The wild dog kept getting closer. Again and again it attacked from the water, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. And finally, it happened. The predator locked its jaws onto the antelope's ear and began dragging it toward the shore, where the rest of the pack was already waiting. The antelope fought with every bit of strength it had left, because it knew, once it reached land, there would be no escape. In the wild, there is no mercy, no second chances. Survival does not always belong to the strongest or the fastest, but to the one who refuses to give up until the very